You weren't supposed to hear this. But now that you're here, let me tell you about the radio silence incident of 1978. As the clock struck midnight, a small-town radio station, WQRT, broadcasted an unexpected message. It was a chilling voice, calm yet commanding, weaving cryptic warnings about impending doom. Those who tuned in, by chance or habit, were left shaken and bewildered. The broadcast cut off abruptly, plunging the airwaves into an unsettling silence. It was as if the voice had never existed, yet it lingered in the minds of those who heard it. Local residents who experienced the broadcast described the voice as neither male nor female, but distinctly human. There was an urgency in its tone, a warning of dangers unknown. Words like prepare and beware were repeated, but specifics were elusive. What made this unusual was the immediate reaction. A sweeping silence across the station, as if to erase the occurrence. The local media quickly dismissed it as technical interference. However, those who heard the voice remained skeptical, sensing something more sinister beneath the surface. What remains unexplained is the swift response by authorities. Within hours, government officials arrived at the station, confiscating tapes and documents. Employees were interviewed, and the station manager was detained for questioning. Official records of these events are sparse, heavily redacted, or simply missing. The station resumed normal programming the next day, but whispers of a cover-up persisted. Some suggest it was a government experiment gone awry, while others speculate about extraterrestrial intervention. The truth, whatever it may be, was buried beneath layers of bureaucracy. Eyewitness accounts from that night reveal a patchwork of fragmented memories. Some recalled hearing numbers, possibly a code, woven into the broadcast. Others mentioned a low-frequency hum that accompanied the voice, a sound that felt more like a presence than noise. The few recordings made by listeners were quickly seized by authorities, leaving only personal recollections as evidence. Despite the lack of concrete proof, these accounts have fueled speculation for decades. Was it a warning, a test, or a mere accident? The technical staff at WQRT were as baffled as anyone else. Many had been off duty during the broadcast, leaving only a skeleton crew present. The station's logs showed no scheduled programming that matched the incident, and equipment checks revealed nothing unusual. What makes this peculiar is the absence of any trace of the broadcast in official records. Hard drives were wiped, tapes destroyed. It was as if the event was systematically erased from existence, leaving behind only questions and conjecture. Despite the official silence, amateur investigators have tried to piece together what happened. They collected testimonials, gathered newspaper clippings, and analyzed any available recordings. Over time, they formed theories ranging from secret military tests to supernatural phenomena. Some believe the broadcast was a signal meant for someone or something specific. What remains unexplained is why it aired on a local station in a sleepy town. Was it a mistake or an intentional choice? Each theory seems more improbable than the last, yet none can be entirely dismissed. The town itself has changed little since 1978. Its residents hold on to memories of that night, passing down stories of the broadcast. Some recall the voice with clarity, while others doubt its existence. Local folklore has absorbed the incident, turning it into a cautionary tale about the unknown. Skeptics dismiss it as a collective hallucination or a clever prank. Yet, the lack of resolution leaves room for doubt. The broadcast remains a spectral presence, haunting the airwaves and the town's collective psyche. Anomalies in the broadcast signal itself have puzzled experts. Some suggest that the frequencies used were not typical for civilian radio, indicating a potential military origin. However, no official acknowledgement of such usage has ever been made. Signal interference theories fail to explain the precision and clarity of the broadcast. The technical aspects remain shrouded in mystery, leaving only speculation. Was this a rogue transmission, a deliberate act, or a phenomenon beyond our understanding? The mechanics of the incident continue to defy conventional explanation. The role of the government in this incident remains a contentious topic. Some believe that the swift response to the broadcast indicates prior knowledge or involvement. Others argue that the event was an unexpected breach, quickly contained, to prevent public panic. Freedom of Information Act requests have yielded little, as documents are either classified or non-existent. This lack of transparency only fuels further suspicion. Was the government protecting the public or concealing the truth? The line between caution and conspiracy is thin, blurred by time and secrecy. In the decades since, attempts to replicate the broadcast have failed. Technicians and enthusiasts have tried to recreate the signal, analyze the voice, and decipher any hidden messages. Despite advanced technology and forensic audio analysis, the original broadcast remains elusive. It is as if the signal existed only within that moment, never to be recaptured. This continuing enigma keeps the story alive, a puzzle with no solution. The broadcast's origin and purpose remain locked away in the past, beyond the reach of modern understanding. The psychological impact of the radio silence incident on those who heard it cannot be understated. For many, it was a moment that altered their perception of reality, introducing an element of the uncanny into their everyday lives. The fear of the unknown, of messages from beyond comprehension, lingered long after the static returned to the airwaves. In small towns where trust in the routine is paramount, such an anomaly can disrupt the very fabric of community life. The broadcast left an indelible mark, a testament to the power of the unexplained. Ultimately, the radio silence incident leaves us with more questions than answers. Was it a hoax, a warning, or a glitch in the fabric of reality? Each theory bears its own weight, yet none provide closure. The broadcast is a ghostly whisper from a time when the world seemed simpler, yet infinitely more mysterious. Those who heard it are left with a memory that defies explanation, a reminder of the unknown lurking just beyond the veil of normalcy. Make of it what you will. But don't say you weren't told.